named Diddley had a dream so big it made him feel all giddy. He loved UFC, the fights and the thrills, so he started a podcast to share all the chills. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Fights, every punch and kick, analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Diddley's insights will leave you in awe. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Every punch and kick, analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Diddley's insights will leave you in awe. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. NFTs and fighters, a digital blend. Diddley's got the scoop, he's always on trend. From rare collectibles to the latest bout, the Final Strike podcast, there's never a doubt. Listeners from afar, they gather around for Diddley's insights, the best in town. With every episode, his fame would grow. The Final Strike podcast, the ultimate show. Even when the market's tough and times are lean, Diddley's resilience shines, he's always keen. Through highs and lows, he stands his ground. In the world of UFC, he's renowned. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Podcast dream, bringing UFC and NFTs to the mainstream. With every word, he lights up the night. The Final Strike podcast, shining so bright.
What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. UFC Vegas 102. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're at. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. Quick show, not too much going on. Small little challenge popped up this week. We'll get into that. Do have a couple rares to give away today, so get your TFSPs in the chat. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video for your boy. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Trey, as well. What's up, party people? Asian Wolfie, what's going on? What's going on? And then the TFSPs are coming through. Shout out everybody for popping in this fine morning. I do have one lights out pack that I got yesterday from Strike Now. And I'm going to rip it live. Maybe I'll get a champ. Obviously, we know that that last Nunes got pulled yesterday. So there's definitely some champs left in those lights out packs. So maybe I got some more luck. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll get right into it here. First and foremost, the challenge that popped up this week, Collector's Choice Challenge number 8. And it is for Mr. Gabriel Bonfim. He is definitely a good prospect, the better of the two brothers that are both fighting this evening. And we do get to pick which of his moments we get, as well as if this fight tonight ends in some kind of dramatic finish or crazy, some kind of crazy stoppage or something, we could actually vote for this one as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that fight plays out. Pretty tough fight against Chaos Williams and that, but let's get right into the challenge here. So you have to do 3 steps in order to complete the challenge. If you do complete all 3 steps, instead of getting 1 reward as usual, you automatically get 2 this time around. So you complete the 3 steps and you receive 2 rewards. So for every 3 steps complete, you get 2 of these rewards. That reward, real quick, what is it minted to? Where am I at? I'm lost. Here we go. Moment will be minted to a minimum edition size of 1,000 uncommon. So that means it's going to be an uncommon regardless. Could go over that. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's get into it. So in step 1, you only need to have 1 of these 3. So you got the Nas fandom, which was the big one. Kind of hurt the Nas owners because you'll see right here. I'll go through them. So Nas, he was the most expensive one at $88, but if you don't have a Nas, it's okay because Nas is also equal to Jared Cannonier's Ep.73, crept up a little bit, but also equal to Calvin Kattar's fandom. So this is the cheaper route that people are going with, getting the Catters versus duping up on Nas or Jared to get more completions. But Calvin Kattar's sitting at $28. So that's step 1. You got to have 1 of those 3. Step 2, you need to have all 4 of these. So a couple of these are new, which is pretty nice. So a couple of them are fresh from the lights out. I think Zalal was an airdrop moment. He's fighting. These were strike miss packs. Sorry. So Zalal's an uncommon that just got released this weekend, was automatically thrust into a challenge. Aguilar, I believe he was also in the strike miss packs as well. And Bonfim, of course, was in the strike miss packs as well. So there's a few guys that are in there. I think Souza was she a previous challenge reward? No, she could have been 1,500. Owned 908, 582. Probably was a first pack drop, maybe. I don't remember. But not too bad on that. So just for 2 uncommons and 2 commons there, relatively cheap. And then the last part, you do have to burn 4 moments. So you have to burn 1 of each of G-Rod, Kattar, Petrosky, and Hill, all of which who are fighting this evening. G-Rod's at $2. RoboCop, Kattar's at 3. Petrosky's at 2. And Angela Hill is at 2 as well. So with that said, if you had a Calvin Kattar, you had all of those, and you burned those 4, bada bing, bada boom, congratulations, you got 2 rewards coming your way. So it'll be interesting to see how many completions we get out of this one. It's relatively easy, especially people that have been kind of holding fandom and epic sets together. You just kind of got to burn. You got to make sure you got dupes here, and then make sure you burn 2 of these guys, and you'll get a second completion. There's no limit. You could do this as many times as you want. And then if you have, the only champ pass here is Usman. And if you have the Usman champ pass, you will automatically complete step 1 and 2. You will still be required to burn. So if you got the Usman, you still got to burn those 4 commons, but you don't got to worry about all that mumbo jumbo up top. So got till Wednesday next week to get it done, 11 a.m. Pacific. Relatively easy challenge, I think. And pretty much once it's all wrapped up, we'll get that email letting us know which one we want to vote on. I don't know what you guys are thinking. He has 2 guillotines here. So we got a mounted guillotine against Lazez and a guillotine versus Trevin Giles. So Two subs there. Maybe if he gets a knockout, a nasty knockout or something tonight, might shake things up a bit. But I don't know. I don't know which one I'd go with. Not sure. Not sure. But he didn't look too hot his last fight either. So gotta see how he does tonight. But that's pretty much it on the challenge. Not too hard. Calvin Cater's the way to go. If you don't have any of the moments, that's definitely the cheapest route, path of least resistance. So with that said, I'm going to talk about the marketplace, but before I do that, we do have some outstanding rewards that we're going to add. I'm going to just go through the list real quick, just so everybody's on the same page here. So we got the Strike Miss packs finally. We have Khabib. We're still waiting on the Khabib epic. We're waiting on the Perez uncommon. We're waiting on the Shara Bullet rare. We're waiting on the Sean Strickland epic. And now, after this week, we will add Mr. Bonfim to the list. And he's an uncommon. So that's what we got. That's what we got. And so let's take a quick peek. Let's take a quick peek here at the marketplace. Quick little update. 1 week post pack drop. See how we're doing. Don't forget to get your TFSPs in the chat. I will be running those giveaways at the end of the show. We're going to pull 2 names. And both names get a rare. So let's take a look at the ultimates first, guys. See what we're looking at. We got some outrageously priced ones, but we got a couple in the 3-4 grand range. Those couple 10s. Amanda Nunes, GSP. Max Holloway at 6. And then the 1-of-1s after that. So some good stuff. Some good stuff there. Let's take a look at these champs. Sugar Rashad, lights out, sitting towards the bottom. Grasso at the floor, 275, not too bad. We did see some low numbers though, as people were ripping packs last week. People were dropping their champs low, but it looks like they're kind of creeping back up to that 300-ish floor that we usually carry for the most part. So out of the new champs, we got Rashad right there. Let's see how our new champs are doing. Rashad 295 and Tom and Ilya are literally within $1 of each other at almost $400. So not bad, not bad. Take a look at our epics. Lagging, hold on. Let me get rid of that lights out. Do the refresh trick, I guess. Website needs some work, guys. Been saying it for 4 years now. Let's get it together. All right. Epics did take a little hit. The floors did take a little bit of a beating as the pack drop was going on. People were dropping their epics, getting more cash to try and chase those ultimates. So they were pretty low. They were lower than this earlier than like last week. They were definitely lower than this, but it looks like they're creeping back up to that $40-ish range. On the high end, it is looking like that Whitaker is blasting off. And it's looking to pretty much be, even though the series is still open, it's looking like it's going to be that bottleneck for this particular epic set. So it was the only one that's meant that we didn't complete 100 of. We only had 94 completions, so there actually are 6 left with strike. Not sure what they're going to do with those, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Rares. Come on. Come on. Another refresh. Here we go. Round 2. I'm in a 5-round championship war with the website right now. All right, so we got some 4s peeking out here. We got 5s, a lot of 5s. A lot more 5s than before. A lot more 5s. So there's definitely some 5s out there. Might catch a 4 here or there. Not bad, not bad. But some of these sets, man, some of these sets are going to start getting a little pricey to keep together, you know? On the uncommons, our highest one is Mr. Mac, the Mac Daddy, McGregor himself, and that's because we did have to burn him too. Big name, right? We had 77 of the Macs burned. He's sitting at 1232, but that's the most expensive one on the uncommons. And I believe the uncommons, $2 is the floor. And there's plenty of $1 hollers out there. What do you guys think? Should I rip this pack now or do it later? Before I talk about the fights or after I talk about the fights? Don't forget to get your TFSPs in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Hit the thumbs up on the video. Rip it now. Rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. All right. All right. Let's rip it. I wonder if I'll get anything good. Might have juiced all my luck, though. Strike miss packs, I didn't do too hot. I had 37 strike miss packs, and I hit 1 rare. So, not the best. I did hit all the uncommons at least, so all the new moments I hit, so I was happy about that. I didn't really have to go chasing anything. But, yeah. This thing is lagging, bro. All right, I'm going to do a quick screen swap to get that pack audio. We'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. 5 4 my packs. There it is. All right. Hey, Diddley, it's the Rusio. Thanks. Hey, my man. Congratulations on owning #1 Tommy. As soon as I got it, this is the only guy that hit me up, man. So we made a deal. I think it was a good deal for everybody involved. I'm happy. He's happy. And yeah, I'm planning to go to IFW on my birthday. So shout out to my man for hooking me up. And I still got a Tommy back. I needed to keep a Tommy. So we made a deal with a trade. So I made sure to keep a Tommy champ in that wallet because I gotta have that Tommy. So here we go. Maybe I'll pull an Ilya. I've been looking for an Ilya. Somebody trade me an Ilya. I'm trying to trade. But maybe I'll pull it here. Here we go. Give me something nice. Take an epic too, you know. I'll take an epic too. We got Wang Kong. Let me see. Nope. No cereals. That sucks. All right. Wang Kong, #1. Big win for her last week. Ribovich. Saw that knockout live. I was there. Was there live, Nashville. Naimov. Jesus. Got to burn that sucker. Vinicius. Myron. Bogdan. Jean Silva. Paulie Paul. Here we go. Bah! John Lord Silva. Paulie Paul Felder. That's it. That's a wrap, fellas. No juice. No juice. Let me take a quick peek here. See if we got any good cereals. Nothing crazy on the cereals. Nope. Nothing crazy on the cereals. Yep. Oh well. Womp. 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 That's a wrap for that. All right. Let me switch back to my regular view. And we are live. There we go. All right. So, oh well, guys. Happens to the best of us, right? All right. So, that's pretty much it that I got for strike today. We're going to move right into the fight card here. And I'll be honest, guys. I usually do my research Saturday mornings. I usually dive in pretty heavy, get it all done. And there's a lot of snow that hit us last night, and I was shoveling all day today. So we're winging it. We're winging it. But it is a fight night. When it is a fight night, I usually just do the main card because we got poker that starts pretty quickly after I go offline, so we don't try to keep the show too long. But we're going to go through the main card real quick. There's a lot of heavy favorites on this card. A lot of heavy favorites on the card from top to bottom. Minus 500. This is a pretty close pick'em fight with Hill and Souza, but I mean, the rest of them are like 550. Even minus 200 for Bonfim's pretty big. There's just a lot of heavy 260, 800, like a lot of heavy favorites on this card. So it could go really well or really bad for some people, depending on what they got going on. Got an interesting one to start us off. Rodolfo Vieira versus Andre Petroski. So it's an interesting fight, man. It's an interesting fight because they're both pretty good grapplers. And I would say Vieira has probably got the better hands for sure, striking wise. Petroski really hasn't. He's been a great dominant like grappler. He's been winning by decision, controlling guys, but Rodolfo's he's got some really good jiu-jitsu. He's going to use that. If he gets taken down, he's going to try and shoot for subs. Does go for a few subs here and there and mixes in the takedowns well. It's a pretty close fight, but I think, I don't know, man. It's tough. Let's see what they got. Sub is plus 150 for Vieira. Rodolfo. Points plus 240. Fight goes the distance. They think it's not going the distance. I don't know, man. It might go the distance. Yeah, that's another thing, too. Andre is like, we watched him on The Ultimate Fighter. He had some good moments there, and then he's had some pretty what are they, shacked in a fool type plays in the octagon. So sometimes, you get something really good, sometimes you don't. It's tough. It's tough. And he's going against pretty much a tank right here. Let's take a look at Rodolfo's. He's coming off 2 subs against Brundage and Petrosian. Brundage is also an excellent grappler. Pretty good. Did pretty well against Bo Nickel. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think Petrosi's going to have the juice today. I think Rodolfo's probably a little bit better just about everywhere this fight may go. And if it stays standing, he's definitely better for sure. So, yeah, it's a tough one. But I think I'm going to roll with Vieira. I'm going to roll with Rodolfo. Get it done. Don't forget to get your TFSPs in the chat. Thumbs up on the video for you, boy. Next one. This is where it gets, I mean, I ain't going to lie. A little bias. I'm a little bias here. A little bias. Met Nas live at Nashville, actually, the Nashville card. Very cool dude. Trains with Steamroller, Marab, all those guys out of Sierra Longo. So I don't know, man. I think this is definitely what the
While I couldn't find any specific information about a Sierra Longo, it's possible this refers to
Steamroller Marathon. What the hell? AI's taking over, guys. My phone just started doing AI research. It wasn't even open, dog. The lock screen was locked. That shit's wild. Gotta keep my eye on that fucker. Holy shit. Oh, dude, that was wild. But anyway, the weaker of the two Bonfim brothers is fighting on the main card. I don't know how that happened. Not sure how that happened. Maybe because Nas might have the name recognition. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a really, really good fight. Bonfim has a little trouble with guys that are a little bit bigger than him, like size-wise. And Nas is 2 inches taller than him, looked a little bit bigger than him at the weigh-ins too. So I don't know, man. That last name carries weight, and that's what the odds makers want you to, to believe. But I don't know, man. He had a really tough fight with Slava Claus. His last one was a draw with Slava. And Slava's never looked the same since that fight. He took some years off Slava's life in that one. That was a war. But he's been killing everybody, man. He's been killing everybody. So I don't know how you could. I mean, it's a great matchup. Let's look at Mr. Bonfim here. He got subbed by BSD. B. McKinney. They got some of the same names. I think maybe Nas got some better names, maybe, on his win column, but losing to BSD in the first round's tough. But I'm obviously I'm a little biased, but shit. You saw where these guys been at the last 4 fights. They're both on tears, and he lost. He hasn't lost. He got that draw in his last 5. But man, I think that Marab champ energy has got to be resonating through that gym right now. My boy Nas is going to get back in the W column and upset one of these Bonfim bros. TFSP, pick of the day. Let's see what they think. Go the distance, yes. Minus 140, no, plus 110. Not too bad. Pretty much a 50-50 here. But it's a great, very well matched fight. Both guys good pretty much everywhere. Good striking, good grappling. Could take down, mix it up. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. Nas is my favorite dog on the card. Hell yeah, man. I like Nas. He's a nice guy too, man. I probably talked to him for like 10 minutes after the weigh-ins at Nashville. He's a super cool dude. Super cool dude. Next up, Edmund Shabazian versus Dylan Budka. Shabazian. This guy, man. I forgot he started MMA like 10 years ago when he was 18 or some shit. So he's been around the block for a while. But he took some time off, I know that. And then I think he fought recently. He lost to Mearshart, ran out of gas. Yup, I remember that. He was looking good, Then he ran out of gas, and Gerald took his ass out. But he had 2 fights last year, so that was good to see. It's his first one of this year. Hasn't been back in there since August, so not too bad of a layoff. So he's staying active. That's good to see, man. Good to see. Good to see. But he's got some tough losses. Fluffy, Imovov, those are tough fights right there. But the Mearshart one, that was probably could have won that fight if he didn't run out of gas, his conditioning. So it'll be interesting to see how his conditioning is. But I don't think Budka possesses the same type of danger definitely in the grappling area. If it's a straight kickboxing match and striking match, which is probably gonna be, I don't know. I think the experience of Shabazian is probably going to play that factor. Budka will probably try and mix in the takedowns here and there. I know he tries to grapple, but let me see. Let's see what he's been working with. Ed Sheeran is going to win, huh? Ed Sheeran going to win. Budka lost to Petrosky. Lost to Cesar Almeida. All right. Don't like that. So those guys aren't very, they don't wow people too much. This is third fight in the UFC after the Contender Series. He's got 2 losses on his record, and he's going against Shabazian. Yeah, I think Edmund's probably going to get that one done, guys. His experience alone, he's a minus 450. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, dude. It's a tough fight. Tough fight. KO's plus 1,700, plus 1,200. Yeah, they really don't think this guy has any shot in hell. They do not. They think it's going to be a finish, too. They think he's going to finish him. But yeah, I think Edmund's probably, I'm going to lean on Edmund for sure. Edmund for sure. Edmund. What's up, Nabeen, my man? What's up? What's up? Don't forget to get your TFSPs in the chat. We're going to run those 2 strike rares after we talk about these last 2 fights, guys. 2 more to go. Shabazian, Budka. All right. 2 more to go. Co-main event. Calvin Kattar makes his return against Yusuf Zalal. Tough fight. Tough fight. Zalal's on a tear. We all know. The guy's been, looks pretty nasty. I know. He's been killing some of our favorite guys, Billy Q. But he's been killing people. He's been doing it impressively. And when you start winning like that, the UFC tends to put you up against some tougher competition. So we have a very good matchup against Mr. Calvin Kattar, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. Kattar's best of the best, right? He's been able to get to that top 5 a few times, then always gets knocked back after he gets, he fights somebody up there, some top guys, Max Holloway, Josh Emmett, Arnold Allen, Aljamain, all some of the best names that you could think of. The last fight he had was UFC 300 against Aljo. And he pretty much got ragdolled for the majority of that fight by Aljamain. And yeah, he's definitely a boxer. So it'll be interesting to see how this fight looks. Because, if you're talking about striking, you got to go with, Kattar's got some real good boxing in the division. Sorry, Max. Max, you're the best boxer in the UFC. Don't, because that was him fighting Kattar. That's when that whole, I'm the best boxer in the UFC whole thing came through. But Kattar's got good hands. Definitely is going to throw a lot more volume. It's going to be interesting to see if and how Zalal works with getting him taken down. Kattar is definitely, he's a bigger dude. Because I remember I met him as well in Nashville, and I stood up next to him. I'm like, how the hell does this guy make 145, bro? Because he was bigger than me. I'm like, holy shit. How do you make 145? But he's a pretty big dude, so it's gonna be tough in those grappling situations, I think, for Zalal. But he's slick, dude. He's slick with it. He's slick with it. He's a minus 550 favorite. Sub is plus 250. They do feel that the fight's going to go the distance, minus 200 on the distance. I think that's just because Calvin Kattar's tough as nails. Guy goes, just don't quit. He doesn't quit. Guy's tough as hell. So, yeah, it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. And also, age is working a little bit against our friend Calvin Kattar. Is up there in age now, 36 years old, going against a 28-year-old in his prime. Yeah, I don't know. It might be interesting because if Zalal plays this right, he could wear out Kattar round one. Try and get some of that steam off of his, his shots, his boxing, some of that power, wear it down in the first round, and we'll see. What's up, Goebbels? How are you? Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you're enjoying the snow as much as I am too. Shout out to the Goebbels. Appreciate you guys hanging out. But yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, it's tough. I hate to say it, but man, it's tough, man. I hate to see a guy go on a 4-fight losing streak. But I mean, it's what you're gonna do. New England Cartel hasn't fought in about 10 months. Yeah, I think I might be a tough night in the office for our buddy here, but we all know he's tough as nails. He probably won't quit, but I think Zalal's probably gonna edge it out. I don't know if he'll find the sub. Kattar's got really good defense. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. It's tough. Tough. But I think if I gotta pick, it's gotta go with the stats, gotta go with the averages. When you got these that age, it's like 72% loss rate. So I'm gonna go with Zalal. And our main event of the evening. Don't forget to get those TFSPs in the chat. We're gonna run those two names right after we talk about this last fight here. And we got 2 strike rares on the line. Get those over to everybody who wins. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up for your boy. And let's get into it. Jared Cannonier versus Gregory Rodriguez. Man, this is pretty crazy, guys. Pretty crazy. From fighting Izzy for a championship, now you're headlining a fight night. Father Time waits for no one. And G-Rod actually, RoboCop looks older than Cannonier. RoboCop looks older than Cannonier, but he's 8 years younger, which is crazy. I think I'm rolling with you. I'm rolling with you, Goebbels. I'm rolling with you. The last few fights, man, Cannonier just doesn't look like he's got that killer in him when he's in there, you know? He used to be throwing those bombs, man. Like, he wasn't as defensive before. He's been very hesitant. Like, his last 2 fights, he's been very hesitant. And, yeah, I think based on, like, the size difference and all that other good stuff going on, like, if you saw the weigh-ins, like, RoboCop's he's a freaking beast. Like, he could definitely fight 205 if he wants. 6'3". He's a freaking monster. He's a monster. Cannonier's always had great length and reach for the division, specifically with his arms. So he always hits, he can always loop those hooks in, but his last few performances, man, have been tough, bro. It's been tough to watch. It's been tough to watch. You could say that the Imavov fight was maybe an early stoppage or whatever, but the optics weren't good. He definitely looked like he's lost a few steps over those last few fights. And RoboCop ain't playing, dude. RoboCop ain't playing. He's coming to kill people. I think he's been on a tear. Lost to Bruno. That was a wild one last 2 years ago, but he's been winning, man. He's been winning in pretty good fashion, too. The CLD fight was pretty interesting. I think both guys were too tough for their own good. But I think, RoboCop's been looking real good. And Cannonier on the other side, he's been looking like he's been slowing down just a tad bit. So I gotta lean on RoboCop to get the job done. And that's it for the main card, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just take a quick peek. Some interesting, fun ones on the prelims. We got a nice little heavyweight. Could be sloppy. Could be a quick knockout or sub. But got a nice little heavyweight fight here with Dontel Mays and Walter Walker, Johnny Walker's brother. Vince Morales, Smith, another Bonfim, Gabriel Bonfim down here on the prelims against Chaos Williams. That should be a good fight. Should be a good fight. Both these guys come swinging. I would probably lean on Gabriel in the grappling department, but Chaos catches you with something. Boy, oh boy. It's not nice. It's not nice. And he's been checked before. That gas tank been checked. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. This could be another recipe for parlay breaker. Chaos might ruin some people's day here. But I think that should be another fun one on the prelims. And then pretty much we got a few lopsided fights in the odds. But that's pretty much it for the fight card. Not too bad, not too bad. Next week, we got Cejudo in Seattle versus Song Yadong. Interesting fight there for Henry. Henry's getting up there, guys. 38 years old. It's going to be giving up some major size to Song Yadong next week. Is this? Oh, it's a fight night, huh? It's a fight night in Seattle. Okay. Brendan Allen versus Fluffy. That's a nasty fight right there. Nasty fight. John Silva versus Bagdasarian. Menefield Walker. Kutilaba Aslan. Nursultan. Okay. Seattle. Got some good fights coming from Seattle. Got some good. Yeah, Naz is the underdog of the day. Naz Sadikov. The Wolf. Yeah, it should be a fun one. Are you going? You're going to go? It's in your backyard, right? Or are you still waiting on the tickets, right? You're still waiting on them, I think I read in the chat. That's jacked up. Jacked up, fellas. All right, good shit. Good shit. Hell yeah. Enjoy that stuff, man. Should be a good time. Fight nights are always fun. All right. This is it for all the marbles. Get your TFSPs in the chat. We're going to draw 2 names here. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Strike Poker is about to start. Probably maybe right after I go off the show. Rios, maybe if you're here, you could comment on that for your boy. But I know Strike Poker will be starting up soon. We got Pick'ems live in my server and Strike server, so don't forget to get your Pick'ems in there. Pick'ems, I think the fights start in like 2 hours, guys. In about 2 hours and some change. So make sure you get all that shit done. Usually 2 hours before the prelims. So yeah, he'll probably start it up right after I go off here. I'll probably send out the message and tag the folks. So good luck, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out today. I appreciate you guys. First name getting pulled for the first rare is ba-da-bop, ba-da-bop. Who's it going to be? Trey, you dirty dog, rigged. RoboCop. Trey won the first one. Congratulations, Trey. Don't forget to get your TFSPs in the chat. There they are. There it is. That's what I was looking for. The rigged. Good old rigged, baby. Gotta love it. All right, last one coming up. Good luck. Here we go. Second one going to Glow, my guy. My man Glow 666. Hit it. Chama. Let's go. Hell yeah, there he is. That's what's up. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Enjoy the fights tonight. Don't forget to get your pick'ems, and poker will be starting soon. Until next week, I am out of here. Peace.
Named Diddley had a dream so big it made him feel all giddy. He loved UFC, the fights and the thrills, so he started a podcast to share all the chills. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Break down the fights, every punch and kick. Analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Diddley's insights would leave you in awe. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. Down the fights, every punch and kick. Analyze the moves, every trick and flick, comparing each fighter, their strengths and flaws. Diddley's insights will leave you in awe. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the final strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the final strike. NFTs and fighters, a digital blend. Diddley's got the scoop, he's always on trend. From rare collectibles to the latest bout, the Final Strike podcast, there's never a doubt. From afar they gather around for Diddley's insights, the best in town. With every episode his fame would grow. The Final Strike podcast, the ultimate show. Even when the market's tough and times are lean, Diddley's resilience shines, he's always keen. Through highs and lows he stands his ground. In the world of UFC he's renowned. Oh, Diddley's on the mic with the Final Strike, talking UFC, NFTs all night. From the octagon to the blockchain, he's got the hype. Tune in, listen up, it's the Final Strike. Podcast dream, bringing UFC and NFTs to the mainstream. With every word he lights up the night. The Final Strike podcast shining so bright.